Take this, ChatGPT! Greetings and hello there, everyone. It's I, your Star Wars dad. Nooch Too Good, that's me. I'm trying to get used to the transition there, but I thought we'd do something a little bit different today. I pulled up ChatGPT last night. I've been wanting to do this, and I asked it a bunch of early game Star Wars Galaxy Heroes questions just to see what it would say, so I thought we would jump into that. I don't want to mess around with it. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say to early Star Wars Galaxy Heroes players. First, let's see what I asked it. What is SWGOH? SWGH stands for Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, which is a mobile game developed by Capital Games and published by Electronic Arts. It is a turn-based role-playing game that allows players to collect and upgrade various characters from the Star Wars universe. In SWGOH, players can form teams of heroes and villains from different eras of Star Wars, such as the original trilogy, prequel trilogy, and animated series, not the sequel trilogy. The game features strategic gameplay where players engage in battles and complete missions to earn resources, unlock new characters, and upgrade their existing roster. SWGOH offers various game modes, including PvE, player versus environment, campaigns, PvP, player versus player, battles, raids, and guild activities. Players can level up their characters, equip them with gear and mods, and unlock special abilities to create powerful and synergistic teams. The game also incorporates elements of strategy, as players need to consider team composition, tactics, and timing to succeed in different challenges. There it was. So SWGOH has a large and dedicated player community, and new content and updates are regularly released to keep the game engaging and fresh. Well, there you go. ChatGPT kind of nailed it, and there you get to see my real name. I can't get around it. I tried to figure out if I could change it to Nooch. I don't know. I couldn't find a way. Come on, click off of that. There we go. I don't know a way to get it. It's just using my my Apple account, so... Anyway, so I went a little further with that. I wanted to find out what ChatGPT would tell me about early game farming in Galaxy Heroes, so I asked it, what teams should I farm first in SWGOH? There it is. In SWGOH, the teams you choose to farm first can depend on your specific goals and preferences. However, here are a few popular teams that are generally considered useful for various aspects of the game, and even ChatGPT. Everybody loves Phoenix except me. Actually, I think we got it to 50-50 now, with Hera being on a regular node, but ChatGPT seems to still love Phoenix. The Phoenix Squadron team, including characters like Hera Syndulla, Ezra Bridger, and Kanan Jarrus, is a great starting point for new players. They are required to unlock the legendary character Grand Admiral Thrawn and are a solid team for early game content. Okay. Sorry, ChatGPT. Jedi. Now, I like this one. Building a Jedi team can be beneficial as they are versatile and can be used in different game modes. Characters like Jedi Knight Revan, well, that's tough. Bastila Shan and Grandmaster Yoda are strong Jedi leaders to consider. Empire. The Empire team, led by characters like Emperor Palpatine and Darth Vader, can be powerful in both PvE and PvP battles. They also contribute to unlocking legendary characters like R2-D2. First Order. First Order characters such as Kylo Ren, Unmasked, and First Order Officer form a strong team that can be useful in territory wars, territory battles, and other game modes, and bounty hunters. Bounty hunters like Boba Fett, Bossk, and Dengar are valuable for completing bounty hunter contracts and participating in events like the credit and training droid heist. So I gotta tell you, that's all pretty darn accurate. I mean, this thing is doing a pretty good job. So far, ChatGPT has a pretty good understanding of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. Remember, these are just a few examples, and there are numerous other teams and characters worth considering based on your gameplay style and goals. It is also a good idea to join a guild to access more content and receive support from fellow players. Well, ChatGPT, fairly generic, but these are solid answers. You know, I'm not a Phoenix guy, but all these teams, I just think they did a really good question. Now, the next question I asked is, what are the top 5 teams? What are the top 5 teams for new players in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes? Well, ChatGPT, for new players in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, here are 5 top teams that can be beneficial to focus on. As mentioned earlier, ChatGPT does not like to repeat itself. Phoenix Squadron is an excellent starting team. They are accessible early in the game, provide good synergy, and required to unlock Grand Admiral Thrawn. Jedi teams offer versatility, Yes, yes, yes. We got it. It adds Ezra Bridger and Old Ben Kenobi as strong starting choices. I like that. Jedi Knight Revan in particular is a powerful leader for Jedi teams. Now, it's a little bit dated, but it's true for new... I asked it new teams, and you're not going to get any... Jedi Knight Revan will be the best early guy you can get. Geonosians. Geonosian characters such as Geobrood Alpha, Soldier, and Spy can form a solid team. They are relatively easy to farm, and Geonosians excel in territory battles and territory wars. Well, I mean, right on track. Separatists. Separatist characters include General Grievous, Count Dooku, and B-1 Battle Droid are valuable for unlocking Padme Amidala and participating in events like Separatist Might and Droid Heists. I don't know what Droid Heists are. I don't know. And is Separatist Might? I think that's the Jedi. That's the Jedi event, right? It's not the... I'm gonna look that up. Hold on. Let's see here. Separatist Might SWGOH. Oh, that's territory battles. Okay, well, we don't actually call it that. Okay, I've never actually called it... Okay. Separatist Might and Droid Heist. Now, Droid Heist, it doesn't work for that. That is actually... Droid Heist is what you need the Bounty Hunters for. So it's actually wrong about that. Okay, but Separatist Might, I never call territory battles Separatist Might. I just call it Geo territory battles. All right. They also have synergy with the Geonosian team. Yeah. Bounty Hunters offer versatility, can be useful in various game modes. This looks like the same thing it said there. Right, all right. These teams provide a good foundation for new players and can be expanded upon as you progress in the game. Remember to focus on characters that have multiple uses and contribute to unlocking legendary or powerful characters. Now, that's something we kind of talk about. We don't ever really actually... It actually kind of nailed that right there. Remember to focus on characters that have multiple uses and contribute to unlocking legendary or powerful characters down the line. We talk around that a lot, but never quite say exactly that. That's actually pretty darn good advice from ChatGPT. You want to farm characters that go a lot of ways for you. Now I wrote, why are heinous and important in SWG? It was supposed to be Geonosians, but GPT translated that and said, I believe you meant to ask why healers are important in SWGOH. Healers play a crucial role in Galaxy Heroes for several reasons. Sustaining health. Healers can restore health to your team members, allowing them to survive longer in battles. This is especially valuable in challenging encounters, raids, and longer battles where your team's survivability is vital. Recovering from damage over time. Healers can cleanse debuffs and heal characters affected by damage over time effects. This helps mitigate the negative impact of ongoing damage and keeps your team members healthier. Supportive abilities. Many healers in Galaxy of Heroes possess additional supportive abilities. They can grant buffs, provide bonus turn meter, or revive fallen allies, boosting the overall effectiveness and survivability of your... I tell you what, man. ChatGPT does a pretty good... We're in trouble. We're in big trouble here, folks. We're in big trouble. Synergy with certain teams. Some teams or factions in Galaxy Heroes rely heavily on healing mechanics. For example, the Jedi faction has characters like Jedi Knight Barriss Offee, who can provide significant healing and support to her teammates. That is true. Raids and endurance battles. I don't know what endurance battles are, but... Well, in longer battles or raid encounter. Okay, longer battles. Healers become essential for sustaining your team's health throughout the duration of the encounter. Without proper healing, your team may not be able to endure the challenges and complete the content successfully. While healers are valuable, it's important to balance your team composition and include other essential roles such as damage dealers, tanks, and support characters. The right combination of characters and roles can lead to a well-rounded and effective team in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I can really appreciate, I tell you what, I get on here and I'm goofballed up all the time. GPT is getting super professional on it, just doing a great job. Then I asked the question I really wanted to ask, why are Geonosians important in SWGOH? For several reasons. Territory battles. Geonosians excel in Geonosis territory battles, specifically the Separatist Might and Dark Side Geonosis territory. It's the same thing, but that's okay. These battles require specific factions, and Geos have a high level of synergy that allows them to perform well and earn valuable rewards. Meaning what? I don't think it gets to Watt here. Geo Brood Alpha leader ability. Geonosian Brood Alpha is a crucial character within the Geonosians faction. His leadership ability, Queen's Will, that's not his leadership ability, but it is an ability, provides numerous benefits, including summoning of Geo Brute and the ability to revive fallen Geo allies. It only revives Geo Brute. That's a little misleading, ChatGPT. You're taking us down a dark path there. GBA's leadership is highly regarded and enhances the survivability and versatility of Geonosian teams. So that is 100% true. Before Geo Brood Alpha, nobody ever used Geos, so except for ships. High damage output. Geonosians, particularly Soldier and Spy. Now, Spy is right, Soldier, can deal significant damage. Geonosian Spy in particular, well, I spoke too soon. Geonosian Spy in particular has a unique ability that scales with the number of buffs on the target, making him a potent damage dealer against enemies with multiple buffs. Wow. Now, it also scales with his own buffs, but wow. I mean, synergy with Separatist and Droid teams. Geonosians can synergize well with other Separatist and Droid characters. They can contribute to unlocking powerful characters like General Skywalker. I guess they do. Yeah, you can get a Padme with them. Okay. And they benefit from characters like Wat Tambor, can provide additional buffs and buffs. Didn't say, I was hoping it would tell me that I can only get Wat Tambor with Geos. Accessibility and ease of farming. This is true. Geo characters including Soldier, Spy, and Brood Alpha are relatively accessible and easier to farm compared to some other factions. This makes them an attractive choice for new or mid-level. I love this. I love this. These factors contribute to the importance and popularity of Geonosians in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, especially in specific game modes like territory battles. However, it's always good to consider your overall roster composition and game goals when deciding which teams to prioritize. Yes, we've said that before, but this is, ChatGPT is doing a good job here. Who is the best overall character in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes? Determining the best overall character in Galaxy Heroes is subjective and can vary depending on individual play styles, team compositions, and game modes. However, there are several characters that are often considered among the top tier choices due to their versatility, power, and impact in the game. Here are a few notable examples. This is where we get a little dated with ChatGPT. They're giving good advice, but Jedi Knight Revan is a powerful leader for Jedi teams and has been highly regarded for his exceptional leadership abilities, strong damage output, and team synergy. He is effective in both PvE and PvP battles. This is true, but not really endgame anymore. Not really endgame. Darth Revan is another highly regarded character known for his dominance in PvP. This was true like 3-4 years ago. He synergizes well with Sith and Fallen Empire. Well, Fallen Empire is not a thing. Fallen Empire is not a thing, ChatGPT. Sith and Fallen Empire characters and has powerful abilities that can control them and manipulate the battlefield. This is all true, but dated. General Skywalker. Also true, but still a little bit, we're still dated here. General Skywalker is a formidable character with high damage output and excellent survivability. He's a leader for clone trooper squads and is capable of turning the tide of battles with his powerful kit and unique abilities. Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker. Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker is a versatile and potent character who can fit into different team compositions. He excels in raids and can deal significant damage while providing team support. We're getting a little better there. Galactic Legend Rey. This is as close as we got. Rey is a Galactic Legend character. As a Galactic Legend character, is known for exceptional versatility and power. She can fit into multiple teams. Has high damage potential and provides strong team support and survivability. Please note that the meta, this is a good point, that the meta and character rankings in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes can shift over time due to game updates, balance changes, and the introduction of new characters. It's important to stay updated with the game's community, consult tier lists, and consider your own roster composition and goals when determining the best characters for your gameplay. Really, really good advice, ChatGPT. Now the final question, who is the best Galactic Legend for new players in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes? Well, here is, it's decent advice again. Hang on a second, there we go. For new players in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, the journey towards unlocking a Galactic Legend character can be lengthy and challenging. Galactic Legends are typically designed for endgame content and require substantial investment of time, resources, and specific characters to unlock. However, if you're looking for a Galactic Legend to aim for as a new player, Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker, (Jedi Master Luke Skywalker) is a good choice. Here's why. This is the only one where ChatGPT really missed the mark. Accessibility. He's not that accessible, but farming Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker is a challenging task for new players. So anyway, Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker is relatively more accessible compared to some other Galactic Legends. You require specific characters, but many of them are available through farming various game nodes, such as Cantina or light side battles. Jedi Knight Luke, now that's wrong. That's just flat wrong. You have to farm Wampa and Hermit Yoda in the guild event store, and then if you don't play on a Hoth territory battle team or guild for a long time, like, I don't know, 6 to 9 months, something like that, then you're not going to have Rebel Officer Leia Organa that you need to get Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker, which you need for Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, because Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker is not a Galactic Legend. But let's finish it. Versatility. Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker is a versatile character who can fit into various team compositions. He synergizes well with Rebel and Jedi characters, which opens up a broader range of team building options for you as a new player. He does not synergize with Rebel characters, just FYI. Early game relevance. Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker remains relevant in the early game due to his high damage output, survivability, and team support capabilities. He can help you progress through different aspects of the game, including raids. So this is where it really ChatGPT went off the rails. This is just inaccurate and just not really, these are not accurate information. It's worth noting that unlocking, I mean, it's accurate that Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker is really good and has high damage output, but being accessible early on, fitting in with Rebels, and the fact that he's not a Galactic Legend is all just wrong. It's worth noting that unlocking any Galactic Legend requires significant investment and planning, and it may take time for a new player to achieve that milestone. It's crucial to focus on building a strong foundation with other useful teams and characters before embarking on a journey towards a Galactic Legend. That is really good advice, and I like it. You know I like to rush Galactic Legends around here, but I do believe for every player, it is crucial to develop other teams as well, to fill your roster out before you go get that Galactic Legend. And then, of course, the final question: should I farm Phoenix when I start playing Star Wars Galaxy Heroes? This is where ChatGPT is just they agree with you. They don't agree with me. Yes, farming the Phoenix Squadron when you start playing Star Wars Galaxy Heroes is generally recommended. Here are a few reasons why. Accessibility. Phoenix Squadron characters including Hera Syndulla, Ezra Bridger, Kanan Jarrus, Zeb Aurelios, and Sabine Wren are accessible early in the game. Is that Zeb's name? I didn't know Zeb's last name. I've never paid attention. Hang on a second. Let me look at this real quick. I'm going to guess it's right, but that isn't a last name I've never paid attention to. There it is. I've just called him Zeb. All right. Let's see here. Accessible. Well, Sabine has never really been super accessible. Chopper would have been a lot more accessible than Sabine, and now Hera is equally as inaccessible as Sabine, because they're both in normal nodes now. They can be obtained through various early game farming locations such as the Cantina, Galactic War Store, and the Squad Arena. I mean, that's basically a good idea. That's basically true. Versatility. No. Phoenix Squadron has versatility and can be used in various aspects of the game. They're a well-rounded team. No. They're a well-rounded team that can be effective in PvE battles, Galactic War, and the early stages of PvP battles. Well, that's okay. They put early stages in there. It says early stages, so I will give GPT the credit. You get the credit there. Early stages, good call. But all that should be early stages. The whole thing should say early stages. Legendary unlock. Farming Phoenix Squadron necessarily unlock the legendary character Grand Admiral Thrawn. Thrawn is a powerful Empire character who fits well in Empire and Sith teams. I don't know why he fits well in a Sith team. I mean, he's kind of a plug and play, so he fits well in Empire and anywhere, but Sith team's not. There's nothing special or specific about him being on a Sith team other than going with Palpatine. I mean, he's Empire, though. Unlocking provides a significant boost to your roster and opens up new strategic options. Synergy. Phoenix Squadron members have strong synergies with each other, enhancing their effectiveness as a team. Their unique abilities and shared buffs allow for strategic play and make them resilient in battles. Yes and no. I mean, yeah, they do have a lot of synergy, but I mean, come on. Early game progression. Building a Phoenix Squadron team can help you progress through early game content more smoothly. Their combined strength and versatility can help you complete challenges, events, and light side battles more efficiently. I guess. I don't know. I'd rather have Jedi in there doing the same thing. While farming Phoenix Squadron is a recommended starting point, it's important to note that SWGH offers a wide range of characters and teams. As you progress in the game, you can expand your roster and diversify your teams based on your preferences and long-term goals. I mean, that's basically right about Phoenix. I'm a little more, heavy-handed about it, but they're useful early. Early is when you use Phoenix, otherwise not so much. And the final question, should I buy the Hyperdrive bundle in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? Deciding whether to purchase the Hyperdrive bundle in Galaxy of Heroes is a personal choice that depends on your circumstances and preferences. Here are some factors to consider. Accelerated progression. The Hyperdrive bundle provides a significant boost to your progress in the game. It instantly unlocks and powers up a selection of characters, ships, gear, and resources, allowing you to quickly catch up to more experienced players. This is true. Probably more true a few years ago, but still true today. It probably saves you 4 months of farming, right? It literally saves you 4 months of farming. Time and convenience. If you value saving time and want to jump ahead in the game without the need for extensive farming and grinding, the Hyperdrive bundle can be appealing. It provides a shortcut to acquiring key characters and resources. Cost. The Hyperdrive bundle is a premium purchase and comes with a higher price tag compared to regular in-game purchases. It's important to consider your budget and whether the investment aligns with your willingness to spend on a mobile game. That is very, very true. That is very, very true. Learning experience. Acquiring characters and progressing gradually through the game can offer a learning curve and a sense of accomplishment. If you enjoy the journey and the satisfaction of building your roster over time, the Hyperdrive bundle may not be the best fit for you. This is a really good point. If you really want to learn, and gather and grow, and you enjoy the experience of that gathering, growing, and learning, then maybe starting with the Hyperdrive bundle is not. Maybe play for a month or two and then do the Hyperdrive. Really gain that experience. I think that's a really good point. Maybe just play free to play because you enjoy the experience. You enjoy the ride, my friends. Ultimately, the decision to purchase the Hyperdrive bundle is subjective. Some players appreciate the accelerated progression, while others prefer the organic growth of their roster. Consider what aspects of the game you enjoy the most and how the bundle aligns with your gaming goals. It's important to note that while the Hyperdrive bundle provides a significant advantage at the beginning, it doesn't guarantee long-term success or replace the need for strategic team building and gameplay skill. Ultimately, the choice to purchase the bundle depends on your own priorities and comfort level with the investment. Well, I have to say, as an early farming guide walkthrough there, ChatGPT does a pretty darn good job. It really covered the bases there. It really told us a lot about the early game farming, and if someone is watching this, I'm definitely going to call this the ChatGPT farming guide because it gives a lot of good advice to new players, even if it differs slightly from some of the advice that I would offer. It did miss the mark with Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker being a Galactic Legend and some of the feedback about him being early. That was a really poorly answered question, but the rest of it really kind of hits the mark and is ChatGPT. I like it, but you scare me, and I'm concerned for the future of humanity. That's all we got today, everybody. Have a great day. Make sure to like and subscribe, and as always, remember, Newt's too good.